Hello friends, this is my YouTube channel IT Pro. You can watch it for strongly foundation of information technology and promises you to give you concept knowledge in computer. Keep watching for latest videos. Time to time I will come with the latest video in computer. Thank you.
This is the new Excel. This is the way it starts out. There is the blank document, which is what we usually use, but they've created some really interesting templates. So if you look through the list, you see there's like a movie list app, and these templates are already ready-made to do whatever you want it to do. So the My Financial Portfolio, there is a back to school checklist. So this is very interesting if you needed something, and you see there is more stuff in here. Teachers to-do list, employee shift, calendar scheduling. So it's very interesting what they've done with nice coloring and everything. If you needed it, once you know the basics, you can go through those. And if you did not find it here, you could go and search for a template, or you can go through one of these sections. And so this is the way Excel starts, and here are some of my recent documents. That means the documents I had already worked on, and now I have pinned this document here on the top. That means so that this stays here all the time, and if I felt like this Excel example was very important file for me, I can click on this pin symbol, so then it will be pinned here so that I have access to it easily all the time. So I'll start with the blank, so I'm going to double click on it, and here I am in the blank. So first we'll just go through some basic wording so that we both understand the ideas behind it. So there is the file button here, from which you can open files, save files, print, close. We'll talk about some of them. I can hit the back arrow. These home, insert, page layout, these guys are known as tabs. So I'll be telling you, I'll say click on the formulas tab, so then you'll click on it, and within there you'll find that these guys also, they use the word ribbons. So you'll see these sections here. So every tab has different buttons, in that sense, commands that can do different things. So under home, there are the common commands. Now if by mistake, if you double click on any one of them, you'll find that the tabs are there, but the ribbons underneath the commands are hiding, and then when you click it again, it comes back, but you click away, it goes away. So if you make that mistake, just double click on it one more time. So when you double click by mistake, it will go into hiding, and usually you only have to hit it one time. And when that happens, you can also use this symbol here. It says ribbon display option, and you can click it and you can say show me tabs, or I can change it to auto hide ribbon. So you see the whole ribbon is hiding, and I can go back to show tabs and the commands. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is these buttons here. These are called quick access buttons, which are like shortcuts. You know, in construction, people have a bell so they can get access to some important tools. So this is the section where you can add your important commands, the buttons. So I can click here and I can say, put the print preview button here, the print preview, because this print preview is a very common command that you use. And you can go back here to customize option, and you can choose any of the other ones like spelling checks, quick print. And if you're looking for some buttons which are not listed here, you can go to more commands. And in the more commands, I can start choosing, clicking on a button and adding it to my quick access section. And now you see it shows like 20 to 30 ones. And then you start wondering, well, that's not all the commands, there should be more. So you look on the top, it says popular commands. So that means I need to change this to all commands. Now look at the list. So these are all the buttons which are available in Excel. Now I can take any one of these buttons and I can add it to my shortcut list, and then I can click OK. And the same way, this is customizable. 2010 onwards, you can customize the tabs. So let me show you what I mean. If I click on File and I go to Options, in here I'm going to go to Customize Ribbon. because that's the word they use for the tabs, ribbons. And you see these are the tabs that I have right now. And I can remove the check mark on the tabs that I don't want to see. And within the tabs there are groups, and those groups have certain buttons. So if I want, I can create a new tab, okay, and I can click here and I can rename it. I'll say I'll call it my name. And then within the tab there is a group, and I can rename the group to group A or whatever. You can even give label symbols. Now for this, if I wanted to add certain buttons, so I can now take certain buttons and I can add it to that section. So now I can customize it in such a way that this group categorizes certain commands, so I can group them together. And I can always add a new group, and I can click here and rename it, and I can call it group B. And I can start adding some other buttons to this. And I can keep on adding more if I needed it. And I'll just click OK just to show you what happened. And here, there it is, Amir. So there it is. So this is group A and this is group B. So for that, I can always go back to File, Options, and then I can go to Customize Ribbon. And if I don't want to see it, I can just remove the check marks from my name. And I can even move things up and down, so I can arrange them in a proper way. And if you had done this in Excel 2010, you can actually export it so that you can import it in your other computers if you wanted it. I'll click OK, and now that tab is gone. Now in Excel, we have columns A, B, C. These are columns. And then we have rows, 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are cells. So wherever the columns and the row intersect, that's a cell. So this is C intersecting with row 2, C2, and you'll also see it listed here in this section, which is called a name box, which we'll understand a little bit later. But for now, you can see that when I click on a cell, it tells me E3 because I'm in column E, row 3, so they both are intersecting, so that's why it's called E3. And the cells are really important element of Excel, and this is why Excel got popular with bookkeeping and accounting and a lot of other things to do calculations, because we can do calculation with the information that's in a cell. So that's a very important thing to know right now, that this cell is called A1 because I'm in A and 1. And I can go sideways. So you see there's on the right hand corner there's an arrow. So it will take me sideways to Z, and then it becomes AA, AB, AC, and it'll keep going for a while, and then it will end. And then I have this down arrow here, which I can use to go down the pages. And this will keep going down for a while, and I think now it's depending on the computer memory. It could go all the way to like 100,000, 200,000, and it will still keep going. And just to show you, I'm going to click in the name box, and I'll type A, and I'll try to type 100,000, and I'll hit enter. So now you see I'm on the row 100,000 right there on the bottom. So I can do that. So I click here again, A1, and I'll hit enter. So I'll come back here. So that's the name box, and these are cells. This here is called the formula bar, which I'll explain to you once I start doing calculations. And on the bottom we have sheet 1. In the previous version they used to give you 3 different sheets. In this case they only have 1, and I can use this plus sign to add a second sheet. So I can keep on adding more. I can even double click on it, and I can give it a name. So it's highlighted. Now I can type February on it, and sheet 1 can be called January. So you can label them whatever you want it to be. You can even right click on it, and you can rename it to whatever you want. We'll talk about this too. So I can come back to sheet 1. And in the right hand corner I have this zoom button, the minus sign and the plus sign. So this is good because I can increase the zoom, so I can see the information much more easily. This is not going to impact my printout. It is only going to impact the way I see things, so I would rather do that so that you can see the information much better. Alright, so now let's get going with doing something with Excel. So the first thing is, how do you enter? The first thing to remember when you are entering is to make sure you are in the cell where you want to enter your information. So if I want to enter something in A1, I click in there and then I'll start typing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now when you do that, you can hit this X means cancel. That means don't do what I'm typing, don't accept it. And the check mark means like accept what I'm doing, enter. So if I click it, it's accepted it now, and I'm done with that typing. I can also click here and I can type my name. Now instead of using this check mark, you can also use the enter key on the keyboard and it takes you down. Enter means let's move on. With this check mark, you stay in that cell. So the way I usually work it is when I'm entering data, I use the enter key on the keyboard. So say if I'm typing John and I want to go to the cell on the right so that I can type the last name, I'll use the tab key on the keyboard. So if you look in the left hand side on the keyboard, you see a button called tab, T-A-B. Now I can type Do and I want to go down, I'll hit enter. So tab takes you sideways and enter will take you down. And the other button you can start seeing is like, say if I click here and I type my name, and I can even put a number along with it. Look on the bottom, on the left hand side on the bottom, it's telling me enter. That means I am trying to enter something. So it's just telling me I'm in the enter mode. The important thing to know also in Excel is whenever you are finished with something, you want to either hit this check mark enter or hit the enter on the keyboard so that when you click it, you see on the bottom it says ready. So you want to be in the ready mode when you're not doing anything. So that's a very important point to remember, because if you are still in there, by mistake you might type something else in it which you don't want to do. So that's the part of entering. Let's talk about removing, editing, like deleting things. So if I don't want this information in there, I can just hit the delete button on the keyboard and the information is gone. I can even come to say this Lisa and I want to delete a whole bunch all the way below it. I point to the middle, left click and hold the left click on the keyboard and I can drag. Like see, whatever I drag is getting highlighted. And if I hit the delete button on the keyboard, that means everything in that section is deleted. So you can highlight things. And if you ever make a mistake, you can always use the undo button. Undo button means bring things back. And you can keep going back. I always try to do maybe 1 or 2 steps at a time. I don't try to do too many. So that is for deleting.
Thank you. Thanks for watching my videos. And if you will like this video, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.